Ow, easy! Oh my God, what? Holly shouted at me, the tweezers still pressed against my arm. Do you want to get this gravel out or not? Can you please take it easy? I'm a person, not an Oldsmobile. I'm trying, it's deep. She scolded back. Now run this by me again, slowly this time. Why were you on your bike with handcuffs exactly? I was being chased by this man-eating reptile and a car almost hit me, then almost hit another car, and this cop tried to get me off my bike and I was like, hell no, there's something after me, and then he got... And then it hit me. I'd never seen someone die before, especially like that. Can you just pick the rest of this stuff out of me, please? I asked her whilst I tried to wipe the cop's blood off my face. I don't know how I'm going to explain this to any of the cops if they come looking for me, I thought out loud to myself once I was picked clean and bandaged up. There's 2 dead bodies linked straight to me. 1 second, Holly said, pulling out her phone. Maybe there's still just enough time to... She said, trailing off as she seemed to send a text to somebody. What was that? What did you just do? Hopefully just pulled a Deus Ex Machina out of my ass for you. You're welcome, she said, tucking her phone away. Several hours later, she got a text from someone. Turn off the TV and go to Fox 11. She told me, so I picked up the clicker and went to the channel to find a segment about the tragic car accident that took the lives of an unidentified vagrant and an LAPD officer early that evening. Holy shit, that might be the scariest thing you've done so far. Like I said, you're welcome. Come on, let's go get you something to calm you down. You look more rattled than usual, and I can't have you stroking out on me, she suggested. Are you offering to take me to get food? What's even open right now? I asked suspiciously. How about Waffle House? Do they even have them over here? I thought it was just a southern thing. I said partially sincerely, partially trying to poke a hole in her plan to keep from risking Julie see us leave together in the middle of the night. You let me take care of all that, my car's out back. It's worth mentioning that I started making more than enough money to move out, but I ended up just swapping to one of Mr. Z's nicer apartments. The ones that are all side by side and had 2 floors. I figured if Devil Lady was going to be hanging around, then space. They also had front and back doors. I guess she had a car parked around there. So, you could have been going out getting your own food this whole time. Great. What the hell? This ain't Waffle House, lady, I said, trying to lean back and see the sign in front of the building we were standing under. I know, stupid, just follow me, she said, taking my arm and dragging me through the door. Leslie, Pete? She greeted the 2 boys behind the desk. I could tell by their faces that, yep, they definitely knew her. Waffle House, if you please. Yes, ma'am, the shorter one said as he did something behind the desk. Hey, you look kind of familiar. Have you ever been here before? He asked me suddenly. Nah, man, never in my life, I answered as I was dragged back out the same door we came in through. What the shit? I said, as soon as I realized we just walked out of the back of a Waffle House. How in the actual Shut it! I'll explain once we sit down, loud ass. Where's with the look? She asked once we sat down. I'm kind of freaking out here. Nothing about what just happened made sense. You mean the door? I mean everything leading up to it, too. The reptile monster, the news report, the door, and the creepiest part, you. Being nice. It ain't natural, lady. That's just the kind of thing that makes hell freeze over. Oh, that's rich. Can't I just do something nice for you out of the good of my heart? No, you can't. What's the catch? Tell me about the monster you saw. What about it? Did it tick by any chance? What's it to you if it did? That means it did, she said before pausing and thinking for a second. So then he's here, she said, whispering under her breath. Have you happened to run in with a man with a metal left hand on your travels lately? Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God! I panicked in my head. Okay, keep calm. You can do this, Jose. Man with a metal hand, I managed to ask convincingly. Yeah, the left one. If you see him, you let me know immediately, understand? Yeah, sure. You'll be the first to know, I lied. So, were you gonna eat or what? It's kind of been a long night for me, you know. Oh man, I think I'm gonna vom. I think throw up. I managed to burp through the grossly full stomach as we walked back out of the weird building and onto the street. Oh, crap. I forgot to look at the sign. Why are you being so nice? I asked as she plopped me down on my bed and pulled the blanket over my body. It's creeping me out. Shh, go to sleep, my precious little asset, she whispered down to me. Asset? That sounds more like you, I said as I dozed off, letting my aching, stinging body finally rest. As I raised my arm the next morning to keep the sun out of my eyes, I felt an ache in my shoulder from slamming into the gravel the night before. I climbed out of bed and slowly hobbled my way over to the cabinet to find some aspirin. What the hell do they put in those waffles? I barely remember getting in bed last night, I asked the half-awake Harley, still laying in my bed. That's what Waffle House is for, she said before rolling over and going back to sleep. No, don't get up. I got it, I mumbled under my breath. But I was still in a pretty good mood. I finally got a date with Julie. We were supposed to be going to the beach. That's right, it's the beach episode. You can leave now. Nobody would blame you. Nobody at all. Hey, you ready to go? She called over from the office when she noticed me headed that way. Yeah. Let's hurry and get going. I tried to say as unsuspiciously as possible, but still in a hurry to keep Harley from seeing me and her together. You sound pretty excited. You must really like the beach, she said as I sat down in her passenger seat. Oh yeah, love the beach. That was a lie. I hate the beach. Hate it. But I do like Julie, so I can pretend to like it for the day. Whoa. What the hell? She asked when she saw the carnage on my arm as I buckled my seat. I slipped on some gravel last night. I'm good though. I was not good. I was, in fact, bad. It just stings a little. It stung a lot. I took some aspirin before I left. I took no aspirin. I was out. Once we stopped at the gas station, I convinced her to let me run in and pay so I could sneak myself a bottle of painkillers in with the drinks and snacks and stuff. Recommended dosage, 2 tablets for long-lasting relief. 5 it is. Once we finally got to the beach, I made my best effort to suck in my disdain for it as I got out of the car. You know the water's too cold to go swimming, right? I failed. Yeah, I know. But I thought we could just hang out and have a picnic and talk. She's too cute for words. I can do this. Just one day at the beach. We found a little place beside some rocks and put down our blanket. So, what's New York like? She asked after we started eating. Kinda crowded, bad air, noisy, I answered. You ever miss it? All the time. Well then, why did you suddenly move all the way over here? She asked with this cute little air of curiosity. Insert flashback to being chased down by giant cannibalistic cave cricket spider-looking bugs. Just felt like the right thing to do, I guess. Wouldn't have met you if I didn't. Uh-huh. That's the cheesiest thing you've ever said. Yeah, that was pretty corny. Well, lucky for you, it was also really sweet. She giggled right before kissing me on my cheek. So I'm taking a quick stroll to the other side of the rocks to pee, basically skipping whilst I thought about Julie kissing my cheek. But when I got around to the other side and started to unzip her, well, I had to go in my gym shorts, so untie. I'm trash, I know. Leave me alone. So I started to assume the position when I noticed someone further down the beach. Some dude in like a green business suit. A white guy, youngish, with red hair. And he's just kinda standing there looking out at the ocean. But then I noticed he's not really looking so much because his eyes were closed. But his mouth was moving like he was, I don't know, praying or something? Huh, Jesus freak, I guess. Whatever, buddy, just don't look this way for about 20 seconds. After I was done, I changed back up and turned the takeoff back to Julie. Lovely day. Holy hell! I screamed as I almost ran headfirst into the guy. What the shit, hey, how did you... I started to ask, but he cut me off, walking past me and towards the sea. I love the ocean, don't you? It gives so much and asks for nothing at all, he said before looking over his shoulder at me. Just imagine what might it give if we were to offer something in return. Okay. That's a really interesting point you got there, but I actually got someone waiting on me, so... I said, trying to weasel away from the creepy ginger Jesus freak. So, I'll see you later. Of course. I understand. In a while, crocodile. What's wrong with you? Julie asked once I got back. I just ran into a really creepy guy over there. I think he might be a Scientologist or something. Huh? Scary. She mocked with a grin, and I forgot all about it. Several hours later, she looked at me plainly and said, So, are you tired of pretending that you like the beach yet? What? Huh? What makes you think I'm pretending? You've looked uncomfortable ever since you got here. I've been waiting for you to say something, but it's starting to look like you aren't going to. Oh, I guess it was more obvious than I thought. Yeah, the first time I ever went to one as a kid, I got caught in an undertow and almost got pulled out to sea. Never really got over it, you know? I'm sorry? Why didn't say something? She scolded, swatting me with a paper plate. Come on, you stubborn ass. Let's go home. Oh, thank God. I groaned, clumsily bundling up everything in the blanket and tossing it over my shoulder. Next time we'll do something you enjoy, she told me as we pulled into the apartment parking lot. So what do you like, other than riding bikes? Sometimes I like to. Oh my God, is riding bikes the only thing you like to do? What? No, I watch a lot of movies and shows and stuff. Jeez, what a one-track mind. We'll figure something out, she reassured me as we got out. Hey guys, how'd it go? Hanlau shouted as he jogged toward us from the courtyard. Does that guy live out there or something? It turns out that someone had a bad experience as a child and forgot to mention they hate the beach, Junli answered, to which I raised my hand in shame, but it was still nice. So who is this pretty little thing? A voice called out from over my shoulder. I think I've heard a thing or two about you, Harley said, walking between us. Christ, not now, I groaned under my breath. Who's this? Julie asked. Oh, it's a work thing, I said, trying to take Harley to the side. What the hell are you doing? I'm just trying to get to know my competition, she said slyly. Harley, I'm begging you, don't. I pleaded as she turned back to face Julie and Hanlau. Harley Barnes, nice to meet you, she said with a fake cheer in her voice as she shook Julie's hand. Oh, you are a pretty one, aren't you? No wonder Jose's all over you. I could just eat you up. Thank you. Well, it's been a long day and I'm trying to go get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow, Jose, she said as she tried to leave, but Harley grabbed a hold of her arm and held her in place. What's the rush? Come on, stay and talk to me for a while, she insisted. Oh God, please no, I thought to myself, imagining Julie being snapped in half like a pencil. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I think I'm just going to... No, you stay, Harley growled, clamping down on Julie's wrist. Ow! Julie barely got the ow out of her mouth before Harley's head snapped backwards, dropping her to her knees. Hanlau's foot was already on its way back to him. He just kicked her dead in the chin. I love him. The gravel crunched as she hit the ground, barely managing to stay upright. You touch my sister like that again, and I'll... Shove her up her own ass? I interrupted. See? This guy gets it, he said, pointing my direction. Then the anxiety set in as she started to stand back up, but immediately went away again when her knees gave out and she stumbled back to the ground. Damn, he really did a number on her. Okay, I'll just... Shit, she said, tripping over her own feet as she tried to get to my apartment. Han, just know, I said, looking him in the eye, putting my hands over his shoulders. You're my new hero. Aunt Julie, I said, walking over to her and kissing her on the forehead. I'm really sorry about all this. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I have to go see about her. Okay, come on, this way, I said, trying to hold punch-drunk Holly upright. Who knew you would have a glass jaw? I mocked as she struggled to walk in a straight line back to the apartment. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And if you're an animal lover like me, please consider donating to the World Land Trust, a charity that aims to help wildlife through buying land, preventing development, and helping endangered species.